Right, hi guys, this is Jay here for JS Pyro. Today we're going to be talking about the new stuff that has been in the Ask 343 video. So we're going to be talking about like weather systems and the playable elites and no dual wielding and all that. So, Dean, do you want to get into this with me?
Yeah, so just you like tell us like what happened and then we'll just talk about
So
it.
Dean, I think we should probably start with the weather,
Yeah.
because the thing that's quite cool about the weather is like, see if you're high up in the mountains,
Mhm.
there's going to be like fog and all that, and like kind of dynamic systems of that. So what do you think of like the weather system?
I
Like
think
how
that'll
there's
be
going to be like
pretty
fog in that.
cool. Will have like a big effect on the game though.
I think the fog will probably be like taking your vision away and all that stuff, probably making enemies a bit harder to spot.
Well, that will make the game a lot more like realistic. So I like that. And yeah.
Yeah, so that I do like the idea of the weather system. So another thing that they're going to be having is like a day and night cycle.
Yeah.
But the day and night cycle has like a really big impact in the game. See, because like basically what it's going to be is it's like see like at night time,
Yeah.
like grunts are going to be like, you know how like the sleeping grunts.
Yeah.
There's going to be more of them at like night time. But another thing is there's going to be a lot of phantoms, the big flying ships for the Covenant. There's going
Yeah.
to be more of them, like patrolling the place. So I find that quite cool how they're actually like making the game have like searchy patrols and all that. Another thing that I like is there's going to also be like distractions. Maybe like if like a marine causes a commotion,
Yeah.
maybe birds might suckle it or something, so you
I,
can go over to that.
yeah. I think with the phantoms and stuff as well, I think that'll make like the game a lot harder and stuff.
Yeah, and that's kind of how like the night can affect the gameplay. It's like maybe in day, it's you can like patrol easier without getting spotted,
Yeah.
but maybe at night it's going to be a lot harder to go about because you've got all these phantom gunships with like the searchlights and all that
Yeah.
try to find you. So I find that quite cool. I like that. So Dean, is there any like vehicle changes that you want in the game?
Well, see in Halo Infinite, are you able to aim? Like, I don't know if you can, because it's like I've seen a person playing it, like you either can't aim or the person's just choosing not to. I'm not really sure.
I hope it's coming back to like Halo 3 aiming, and you can only aim if the gun has a scope.
Yeah.
Because I don't like in like Halo 4, I think Halo 4 had it. I don't know, but I know Halo 5 had it. I didn't like how you aim and like this big scope just pops up out of nowhere. I preferred it if the gun either couldn't aim if it didn't have a scope, or it could aim if it had a scope.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I also really like the idea of this new like vehicle damaging system.
Mhm.
What do you think of that?
Yeah, let's just go with that then, the vehicle damaging system.
Yeah, so like say like a grunt maybe blew up your left wheel, your front left wheel. Maybe the warthog can't turn right then. It's like it won't be able to turn certain ways and all that. It'll be damaged.
Yeah.
So I find that feature quite cool. I think Halo Infinite's trying to make the game a lot more realistic, but this time in actually a good way.
Yeah.
Another thing that we've been sadly told is there's going to be no dual wielding,
Mhm.
because apparently dual wielding's like taking the game too far away from like what the game should be like.
Mhm.
Apparently it's going too far away for Halo, so I personally don't think that's the case. I feel like dual wielding should be back.
Yeah, because
I
I
like the
think
feature of dual wielding.
yeah, wasn't it Bungie that pretty much brought that to the table anyway? So how's it really
Uh-huh.
taken it away from Halo?
But I think we're going to have like I think I can't remember if they said this, but I think they're bringing back like, you know how in Halo 5 they had like you had like different sniper rifles, that you had like the Norfang, the Arrow of Time and all that,
Yeah.
and like you had like all the special weaponry.
Mhm.
Is it the ones that you get for the requisition packs?
Yeah.
I think them Yeah, I'm pretty sure they said they're coming back.
Mhm.
And I do hope they are, because I feel like that was cool, like, opening up a rec pack and get all these rare variants of a weapon. I thought that was quite a cool feature.
Yeah.
Would you want that to come too?
Yeah, I want that to come to as well. I just hope Halo
Oh,
Infinite is just a good game in general. It's like, well,
another thing that they were talking about is I heard this off YouTube, but apparently there's going to be no playable brutes either. A lot of people are wanting playable brutes, see, because like in this game you're fighting the Banished as the main enemy.
yeah.
That the Covenant were kind of more put to the side in this game. It's like people were going to wonder for playable brutes.
Mhm.
But yeah, I never thought that would come. I thought that was a long shot, to be honest, getting playable brutes. So
Yeah.
that isn't coming either.
Yeah, I think it's kind of weird how they have it. Like, you can't play as, like, the Covenant and stuff like that.
Yeah, a thing I don't like is how they're canonising the campaign, the multiplayer. I don't think the multiplayer should be canon. I feel they should
Mhm.
have it like Bungie did it and they canon for the multiplayer, because when 343 try to canon multiplayer, they do things like this and remove features that people want. So they've had all of this time. They've had what, like 5 or 6 years now to create this game,
Mhm.
and they've had all that time to think a community feedback.
Yeah.
So if they don't put anything this community wants in, I want to know what they've been doing in that 6 years, because that 6 years could have just went to a total waste of time then,
Mhm.
because the way they're acting about it.
Yeah.
I don't like that, because like they've had so long to like create this game. 343, they had 6 years, maybe 5, to actually take in what this fan base wanted. So I do hope they've actually listened to their fans and what they wanted. And as I said, that's the reason there's going to be no playable elites in the multiplayer, because they're trying to canonise the multiplayer. And as I
Yeah.
said, I don't think that should be the case, because multiplayer's already quite weird as it is. I don't think that should be canon.
Like, I also
But
think 343 are losing kind of a lot of money, like making the multiplayer free, and I think they're adding Halo to Game Pass as well. So I don't know. Like, we just need to see how it turns out, if it's good or not.
yeah, I feel like Microsoft are going to make more money for Halo Infinite than 343 is going to make.
Yeah.
I feel like Halo Infinite is going to do really poor for the funds of their game. I just feel like I feel like the game won't do poor in gameplay for Microsoft, but for the developers, I don't think that's going to be good at all.
Yeah.
I really don't think it will be. So there's a lot of cool new features in the game, but the one feature I really don't like is like how there's like no dual wielding of that. I feel like the dual wielding system should be back.
Mhm.
I didn't really like that about it. But another thing I like is how there's wildlife in the game.
Yeah.
Like, I just think that's kind of cool, having a system of wildlife.
Yeah.
Like how you can be like,
That
when
one
you're
that
going about maybe like the Halo Infinite place, you can find all these different wee like creatures and that roam
I
about.
think Halo
Maybe like,
Infinite will be like a lot like Halo Reach.
yeah, how it's more kind of got a lot of wildlife in it and all that.
Mhm.
And I really like the fact that this is based on Zeta Halo,
Yeah.
which is like one of the newer Halo rings. That because that the reason I'm calling it newer is because we've never really had much based on Halo Zeta. So I hope
Yeah.
that we can see a lot of new stuff on it and a lot of like new wildlife in that. Because I would
Mhm.
really like to see a lot of new wildlife. I think it's cool how you can get all these wildlife creatures in it. And I said I hope there's things like birds in that are like interactive. And it's
Mhm.
like if Covenant cause a commotion, the birds will circle them and
Yeah.
cause attention to them, so you can kind of catch them. I think that's going to be quite cool if that works out.
Yeah.
But you don't really know, because like you don't know if the thing's actually going to work out. The system might be like no working properly, and I do hope it is. But apparently they're going to add like different like weather and that as the game comes out more. Like, so as the game progresses, like a lot of like rainstorms and that will not be released at launch,
Yeah,
but it will be released.
I
That's what they
hope.
were saying.
Yeah, I hope with Halo Infinite as well, like the launch goes like decent as well. There's no like buffers or anything, or like we need to wait till it fixes or something.
Yeah, I don't want like a cyberpunk where the game was like it was literally unplayable at launch.
Yeah,
Because that was absolutely shocking. That cyberpunk, because the game had so much potential in it, and that's it. The game turned out like that.
yeah,
And as I've said before, the Polish government are about to sue them and all that. It's kind of mental, to be honest.
hmm,
The way Cyberpunk went out, so I'm really hoping a smooth launch for Infinite. Infinite kind of needs a smooth launch after the backlash that they've got for the last couple games, and plus there's not been a Halo game for 6 years, so we kind of need a smooth launch at this because I don't want to get the game and then like you need to wait like 2 months for 343 to fix it, so it's actually playable.
hmm,
You were talking about. Another thing I don't want is like, it's just I don't want too much like Spartans. Like you know how in Halo 4, some of the missions you actually got to go with a Spartan as like a
yeah,
teammate. I don't want that. I preferred it as Master Chief kind of being like kind of lone wolf.
hmm,
I thought that was much better than having too many teammates. Like I said, I don't want Halo 5's teammate mechanics. You know how like Halo 5 had all the different things. It's like Master Chief had his team, Spartan Locke had his team.
yeah.
You want that back? Cause I'm not. I really don't want that back.
No,
That was, I prefer. I
also
preferred it with just a couple Marines.
I don't like with like this the whole Spartan Lock situation that he was only like he was only ever really seen pretty much in Halo 5 with like his armor and stuff. And it's like they tried to get you attached to him like more than the Master Chief when there's been a lot more games with the Master Chief.
Oh,
Yeah, they wanted
and
you to
that's
turn
the thing. I don't
against.
think like I don't even know why they added Spartan Lock. To be honest, I feel like it was a total waste of resources.
Yeah, with Halo 5, like as I was playing the story mode, I thought that was going to be the last Halo, considering pretty much how much he's been like beaten up by like Spartan Lock and stuff like that. I thought they were just going to
Mhm.
kill him, but
Mhm.
Spartan Lock was kind of just a waste, considering nothing really happened with him.
I think Halo 5 story was just awful
Yeah,
because of Spartan Lock and that. Like I just felt like the game had like no support or anything behind it.
yeah,
That's the thing I really don't like about it. Well, do you want to leave this video here?
yeah. Well, we hope you all enjoyed